got a cool one to show, or cool 5 to show. I'm actually doing 10, and the other 5 are just slightly different from these 5. And I don't fully have those finished yet, but this is to serve for all 5 of those. I'm sorry, all 5 of these. So getting some of these out of the way here so we can just focus on one. This is laser etched aluminum dial that's been brushed thereafter and backside lumed. So whenever they laser them, there's like little pock marks and different things in the dial. So they go through a brushing process, and then we backside lume them. So if you can even see this, at nighttime looks way better, but you can see that those have been lasered completely out. So there's no lume on the seconds hand. That's custom painted black seconds hand with a red dot, but obviously lume in your two-tone, I guess that's a two-tone then, just a single black. But you've got a black hour hand, red minute hand with a black tip. These are all 5 of these are the same brushed case, coin bezel that goes all the way down to the case. And then this has a red 50 insert. So lacks the 10, kind of diver-ish style, but red 50. But this is set up minute-wise for a pilot dial. But just kind of has that kind of initial kind of look over here, like a diver. Custom laser engraved all these just with my logo on the crown because an anchor wouldn't make sense. And I don't know, I thought, well, I could do the triangle at the top, but just went with one of those. Engineered band that's brushed, and just did my single logo down here at the bottom. Low profile exhibition case back, stainless steel movement holder, and then a silver rotor. So all these are made up the same way. So each one of them, if I grab another, done the same way. But how these work, your bezel will turn left and right, because I think the people getting these probably do not have a watch from me. They'll go left, they'll go right. They're just held on with a tension ring. So there's no clicking involved. Automatic mechanical, so your rotor spinning with your movement will keep self-winding it. But if you're not going to be very active, you'll make sure you want to wind it just a little bit before you put it on to make sure you don't lose any time. But how you do that is you back the crown off the threads, and you'll feel it clicking. You'll see a little bit of play in there, but you'll see that it's off the threads, and you'll hear it clicking. At that point, you can wind, and a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it back towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds, this aggressive kind of turn like I'm doing, that mixed with your rotor movement throughout the day will keep it going. If you do it for something closer to like 20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve. You have something closer to 40, but they just say 31 plus. You can't overwind it, so you can wind it all day if you want. It doesn't hurt it, just won't take any more input once it's wound up on the mainspring. When you feel good, you'll pull it to the one and only click, and then you will turn your hands. Now you'll notice you've got a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, it is deflecting that. So if you don't like that feel, stop pushing and pulling on it. Just pull some tension back on it, and you won't even feel that. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 12:15 p.m.
12:15 p.m. Then when you're good, set it. Push it back over out of the time setting, back to your threads, and then wind it down. And that is the build. So these are a laser etch dial out of the UK from a buddy of mine. It took quite a while to get to me. But we finally got it, and then these new coin edge bezels. You haven't really seen me use these before if you follow me. So I thought these would be perfect to go on these builds. Just like kind of like the look of it from the side looks pretty good. But brush case, brush engineered. If you ever nick it, just use the green side of a Scotch-Brite and brush in the same direction and brush it in. So you'd be brushing down that way and brushing in a circle. Ideally, you're just supposed to go one direction. I know you want to just go back and forth. When you do that, a lot of times you start going off to the side. So just go one direction, one direction. So that's how you blend it back in. So you don't really remove the scratch, but you blend the scratch in. So every build I do comes with matching beads. Entirely up to you whether you wear them with it. But just to kind of get a look at each one, because maybe you're getting this one, not that one. Yeah, you'll see that it looks the same. So there's two. There is a third. Here is fourth. Same setup on each one. And then here is the last one. So here are 5 of them. The other 5 that I am doing look just like these. Actually, I might just grab one. I know this is not the video for that. But just in case you are now following me because you got one of these watches, but it's not exactly the same watch that you got because you're on the wrong video. I'm not completely done with these, but you'll see it looks the same, except this has a red seconds hand. Wow, right in that light. Let's turn this camera up. You'll see you've got a red seconds hand with a black dot instead of a black seconds hand with a red dot, if you can see there. The other difference on this, very slightly, almost probably impossible to tell, especially when it doesn't focus in, but we hand painted all the way around that dial those accents in black. So all those little markers all around here, they stand out just a little bit more. Canned air. When you work off a burlap sack, it's just full of canned air. Or, you need to use canned air all the time. But same bezel, same crown. Now this is a two-tone. You've got brushed out here and you got polished in the center. And it goes from 22, tapers down to 20. So it's slightly smaller at your clasp. Silver rotor, same engraving, same bezel insert, same hands, except we painted those slightly different. And like I said, black, you can see that that's black. So just slightly different. So I did 5 of these. I'm waiting on a final bezel insert. I got one of them that had a nick in it, so I haven't popped it in. So I got 4 of them done, and the 5th one isn't done yet. So here are those ones, and that's the difference. So maybe you got that one. If you did, awesome. Nate's a good guy. So thank you for watching this. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, follow the page. You should have cards in your boxes. I did a little bit fancier of a card for you guys. So you can go to my website down there. And or information on how to contact me there. Did a little bit fancier of a laser etched dial there, or laser etched build. So yeah, I'm just making sure I had cards in these ones. So those are the builds. If you're getting one, congrats. If you want me to build you something custom and unique after you look through my page and see the other stuff that I do, reach out. And appreciate you very much. Appreciate Nate. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks for watching, guys.